Okay, Wrestle. We are here for day two of the HeavyClash WrestlePod WrestleMania week. Welcome to day two. We are here for NXT Revenge. So, as you guys know, we did Raw yesterday, and we're going to be doing NXT today, which means tomorrow. And saying it now, this won't be a part of the episodes, but we are doing predictions for WrestleMania. And let me get Parker on here too. So there's an issue going on this end. Parker, you there? Where's he at? Yeah. A reset. Okay, I hear you now.
You sure?
Yep, I hear you.
You
Seems like
sure?
an issue going on your area.
Yeah, no, it just kept going in and out a little bit. That's what it was.
Hmm. Got it.
Yeah, it
Got it.
just kept going in and out, but
Let me say first, I totally forgot that NXT Revenge was also tonight.
yeah,
As like I made the thumbnail, I didn't know Revenge was tonight. So it's literally just the NXT background that is on the thumbnail.
yeah,
Might change it to NXT Revenge. Maybe I don't, I might not change it. Just for the record.
right.
Let's talk about NXT Revenge real quick. Like 5 matches were on the card. Most of them were matches. Most of them, and one of them is just a regular concert for Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
But let's get right into these cards. First
Oh yeah.
off, for Jada Parker versus Kalani Jordan at week one of NXT Revenge. What are your thoughts on this first match?
I thought it was a pretty good match to definitely kick off the show for Jada and Kalani, and Kalani gets her get back against Jada. Pretty good match to start off the show, and yeah, pretty good.
I say this was a pretty good match, but I did miss a few minutes in the match because I was also cleaning up the kitchen.
Yeah.
Lucky I did watch this, so good match to start kick things off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But what I don't know what is next for Kalani Jordan. I don't know what Jada Parker's gonna do. But I
Yeah, I
got a
think
feeling that Kalani is probably gonna be like she's probably still gonna be on target for the NXT Championship.
yeah, or Jada and Kalani could run it back one last time,
Mm,
possibly. Yeah,
that
definitely.
is a good that is an interesting theory. We'll see.
It could
We'll
be
have to
one
see
and
for
the
next
other
week
though.
though. 'Cause I believing this
Yeah.
rivalry isn't over yet.
Yeah. I don't believe it's over either. I
But
definitely don't believe it's over.
yeah. But next, Carver. I forgot what this guy's name is.
Keanu Carver.
Keanu Carver has attacked Joe Hendry, and don't tell me that chair shot though. He just
Oh.
ate that.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Like he's like Jacob
Literally
Fatu of
nothing.
NXT.
I don't even know, dude.
I would imagine those two actually ran it. But it has a
That
dream
would
match.
be a dream match for the ages.
Jacob Fatu versus Carver, no matter which PLE it is.
Yeah, that's a future
Because
one for
those
sure.
those two superstars, like they have some like Iron Gel payback or something.
Oh yeah.
But I can't say for sure because he just ate that guitar shot like it's nothing.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty insane. Then the match has also been announced for week two. So hoping Joe Hendry gets his get back for next week on Revenge Week 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now next up was Kylie Armstrong's NXT debut against what's that? Kylie Ray?
Uh, oh my gosh,
That
I
might be
know
wrong.
Danny
But I
Luna.
do know she's from LFG.
Yeah, Danny. That's Danny Luna. I
Skylar
think.
Ray. Skylar Ray.
Yeah, yeah. It was yeah.
But what are your thoughts in this match?
What a great showing from Callie Armstrong for sure. Definitely great showing for her. And yeah,
I've seen her work on
the
Evolve.
ball.
I've seen a few of her matches, but
Yeah.
the ending part, like for a finisher, like I have never seen this before. Like some
Oh
sort of
yeah.
spear, shoulder tackle, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a shoulder tackle, but I've seen her in Evolve. I've seen her in Evolve one time though, but I don't really watch Evolve that. I don't really watch Evolve a lot. But the first couple superstars that came interested me were Ken Ray and Keanu Carver. But I may do a double header with Evolve in AEW tomorrow night.
Hmm. That's gonna be interesting. But Kylie
Yeah.
Armstrong, we might see the future for her in NXT. But that finisher was so deadly.
Oh yeah.
Even Skylar had to you know she sold that inside out.
Oh yeah.
But that was pretty insane. But I think her debut was pretty good
It was a pretty
to,
good
uh,
show.
to showcase the future of NXT again. The women's
Oh yeah,
division
for
is about to
sure.
be stacked up again.
Oh yeah.
Once
NXT
again.
has the best women's division.
Yep, Shawn Michaels is even cooking for NXT. They are doing better in the main route, doing better than the main roster right now.
Yeah,
Well, still is
definitely.
since last year.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's see what else. After that crazy match, um, Dark Stage attack Miles Bourne, but they are not on the same page. We might see a crack here.
Yeah. Dion and Saquon, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen there's one it's gonna happen one day, probably next month.
Yeah. I say so. It's definitely coming down the line though.
Yeah, ever since they got defeated by Tony D'Angelo, there's their faction is about to fall apart.
Oh yeah.
But
But I
then
could I good.
I was gonna say that Miles Bourne is definitely gonna win next week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Miles is retaining. But I mean, Dion's been impressive ever since I watched his first match. But he went from a book nerd to a future main event star. And that is impressive. Like we thought that they were doing nothing with him. So Darth State saved his career by long. But yeah, I knew Dion was impressive ever since I saw his first match. I like his in ring ability, and he's very impressive. One of the most strongest superstars on the roster. So hope he becomes either a future North American or NXT champion. I'm down to see that.
He's gonna be North American champion. I doubt it, just not right now.
Yeah, or he could. I think he can be one or the other. It wouldn't matter to me.
Let me get the what's it called here because where's the VOD? Try to there it is. NXT Revenge. Try to get the full card. Let's see what else.
Yeah,
Next up is the NXT Championship. Tony D'Angelo versus Ethan Page. And where in the world did Charlotte Hill come from?
I have no clue, bro. That was unexpected and out of nowhere.
Like this
I
guy
don't
is
know
appearing out of nowhere. Like it's like he's like the Bray
yeah,
Wyatt of like
of
NXT
NXT.
right now.
Yeah,
He has the looks. He has the look of Bray Wyatt. I could see it.
Oh yeah.
But what are your thoughts in this NXT Championship match?
I say that it was pretty good, pretty solid match between Tony and Ethan. Definitely a good first title defense against Tony, for sure. And yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
then
wasn't expecting Charlotte Hill to appear out of nowhere,
yeah,
including like I
me
don't know
either, bro.
where did he come from. Like
Yeah,
this guy is being everywhere at this point, and
yeah,
I don't know where Ricky Saints come from.
me either. Ricky came out of nowhere. Shavo came out of nowhere. Everybody coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, but I understand Shallow's part because he was also dragging Ricky Saints out of the ring.
Yeah,
Like I don't know where he came from in the first place, but that's just another story. I don't know what they were thinking. And this character going into like Shallow Hill, he's like random.
yeah,
You have no he has well, I'll say he has a gimmick, but I'm just so confused about which gimmick they gave him
I
as
don't
this
even
character.
know.
Like he's not Bray Wyatt. He has the looks of Bray Wyatt, but he's not Bray Wyatt.
Nah, I don't think so.
As I see it. Because I did say this like during Revenge.
Yeah,
Like he does not look like Bray Wyatt.
not at all.
Not even.
Not
But
even a little bit.
let's look at the next match. This is the W Champion Speed Championship for the tournament. EK Procer versus Darian Van Dutt.
Mm,
I think one of them is from Evolve or LFG.
yeah, I think he used to be Eli Knight. They changed his name to EK Prosper.
I can't I can't say why did they change his name. I think because it's LA Knight too.
Yeah,
That's possibly why he changed the name to something different. But this
yeah.
Dorian guy was also part of it, also part of the Evolve or LFG. But what are your thoughts in this match?
It was a pretty fast paced match. I like it. Well, okay. Speed matches are starting to become good. I'm not gonna lie. There have been some bangers, especially with the triple threat with Jasper. I think Eli and Sean Legacy. They definitely been some bangers. But at first I thought the concept was dumb, but now I'm starting to I'm definitely the concept has been growing on me and I've been loving it lately. So great match from these two, great showing from I'm gonna just say DVD. Great showing from DVD for sure. And I like that.
I think like out of the entire speed championship, I think like the high flyers like take over this match like very personal.
Oh yeah.
Like I think the performance like last time when they did the speed tournament, I forgot who was a part of that tournament. Hold on, searching that up.
Yeah.
Championship tournament.
Oh yeah.
They could try to find it. Wasn't this one? No, it wasn't from NXT.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find it.
Oh yeah.
I do know is there was the guy from AAA and the Eli Knight. Hold on, Elio. That was one of the guys. But yeah, that match was that's probably like the best for the Speed Championship match in my opinion, as I see it, because it's like high flying action. Like you gotta give it to these high flyers. Like they're really cooking
They've been cooking.
these shows these
They
days.
definitely been cooking. They definitely been cooking. Definitely been cooking for sure.
I'm pretty sure there was nothing else going forward for this match, but let's. I think it was the main event after Lolo Vice versus
Yeah.
JC Jane. As you guys know, Lola Vice retained her title, but I don't know where Fatal Influence is going to be happening, but one of the Fallon Henley has been botching moves recently.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed in that little 619, the post 619 that she does, that was not enough impact.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
They
wasn't.
screwed that up. But what are your thoughts on the main event for week one of Revenge?
Uh, it was a pretty good main event. I'm glad Lola Vice retained. And one thing about, okay, JC Jane, she was okay. She was okay in the beginning. She wasn't that bad, but she was okay. But I didn't expect JC to even win a title from Stephanie. I was shocked. Like, I think that was her. That might
That
have
was her
been
first
maybe her
run.
second defense. Oh yeah, I know that part. But for Stephanie, it might have been her first or second title defense. Maybe I forgot. But I was shocked that day.
Yeah, I
But
was
man,
shocked too.
that the
Like
work
they could
that
have
JC
used her
has
more in
done.
NXT, honestly, but she's been winning a lot since coming to
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah. But the work that JC's been putting in with those two runs, yeah, JC Jane and Fatal Influence has won me over for sure. But JC Jane on her own has definitely won me over with those two runs. She has done a great, excellent job. And I can't wait to see what she does in on the main roster if she gets called up by herself or with Fatal Influence. But
And I got a feeling
if they get
that
called up
Fatal Influence is
together,
like I don't. It was not cracking yet, but it's gonna happen
yeah,
one day when JC James is betrayed, just like how Manny Rose left, and then she betrayed Gigi, and then it's gonna go backlash to her.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but I wanna see a Hill JC for quite a while. I'm loving the Hill JC right now. I'm definitely loving the Hill JC. But I do wanna see her face down the line, but not now though. But I mean I could if they get called up together, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind either or. Cause that's big for Fallon and Laney because okay, on their own, I'm not saying Fallon and Laney are bad, but I mean Fallon could have been a possible NXT Women's Champion, honestly, former North American Champion, former Women's Tag Team Champion, and former Speed Champion. And then Laney. I mean, I say out of Fallon and Laney, I say Fallon would have had the better singles career. So I feel like in this case, Fallon needs Fatal Influence for longer, but Laney definitely needs Fatal Influence. So I wouldn't mind either or though,
Mm.
because I definitely want to see JC shine on her own or with the group. Doesn't matter. And then yeah, that's my input on it. Great job from JC Jane over these last couple months with those two NXT title runs. And yeah, if this is the end for her, I can't wait to see where she goes, whether it's our show or even Raw. So yeah, that's
I
it for
mean, we
me.
could
That's my
get
input
some
on it.
newer star power on SmackDown because after what's been happening recently, and by the way, they should have kept Julia out of NXT. Honestly, like they overused her on SmackDown. So if they ain't gonna use her,
Yeah.
just send her back to NXT. She can win the NXT title again.
I mean, yeah, but it's kind of. I feel like okay. I feel like Julia and Stephanie went to the main roster way too early. Like I understand they were big stars from. I know, yeah. If you guys don't know, Stephanie was in AEW by the way, but I understand they're big international stars. I get that, but they could have been in NXT like a little longer. Like if they went like even the fall of 2025, that would have been good. But it's too late to put Julia back on in NXT, even though that's where when like her prime was when it came to WWE. But it's just WWE just not know how to use their talent. They mess up their big talent. They don't know what to do with them. Like for Julia's US title run, you could have been doing great feuds, banger matches, and all that other stuff. and even throw in a rivalry with Kiana James at the end of it. And Kiana becomes the new U.S. Women's Champion because of how good she's been doing lately. So yeah, I say that.
Yeah, they half of these NXT superstars are being fumbled. I think worse than the and Julia. I think Julia is probably the worst one. And then Javon, Oba, and Trick, they're doing pretty good on the main roster, and they're actually
Oh
giving
yeah,
black
I
wrestlers a
say they
chance
are.
for once.
Oh yeah, because they're big stars. They're big stars from NXT. All the work they've done in NXT, like come on now.
At least they're giving black wrestlers a chance because they never usually give any black wrestler
Which
a chance. Not at all. At least that's
nope,
how I see it.
nope, not at all. Especially Vince. You know Vince and Kennedy McMahon.
But it is pretty solid for half of these superstars being pulled from NXT. They're actually doing pretty good and heading to WrestleMania. We got Javon Evans, Oba Femi, and Trick Williams making their debuts at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I want to see how these matches go impact their careers because I think Javon's like probably going to be doing his best in this ladder match. And by the way, he's like the greatest high flyer, so he might just pull some OMG moments.
Oh yeah, that ladder match is probably gonna be match of the weekend. I say so. That ladder match, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be match of the weekend.
It's gonna be pretty insane just to kick things off, but I'm bad at it. That's bad because it's gonna be on the I think it's gonna be in the kickoff show, or it's not the unsanctioned match. It might be tripping
Why are
though.
they doing why are they doing saying some matches are gonna be on the first hour of ESPN? Like what the heck?
No one, and also nobody watches these PLEs because they don't even have a subscription plan.
Right.
Like I don't understand like why they're doing this on ESPN when they can just literally just put it on the entire show.
Which makes no sense. Like why are we separating matches? Like why? Why are we separating matches?
I have no idea, Parker. I have no idea.
Why are we doing that?
I mean, unless that's evolved what TKO's doing,
I say it probably does.
because everything that Hunter's doing or booking is his idea coming from TKO.
Him and TKO need to go.
Definitely, it's like WWE's not WWE anymore. Like we've been saying for the past few months. It's
Mm-hmm.
just this money, this gambling business. Like what? You have nothing to do for the superstars. Number one, number two, you only care about the
Mm.
money, and you're giving all these expenses like your subscription plans, your PLEs specials, and there's no live shows. By the way, like
Oh yeah.
where are the live shows now? They took it away.
They just all they want is money. That's all they want, dude. That's all they want.
If you want more money, you might as well ask AJ Francis because he knows he want that money, money, money.
Money, money, money. Bring AJ back. He'll get you some money. Like, bro, that's all they care about. You have all the I've been saying this. You have all the money in the world. What more do you need?
I guess they're just
What
trying to
more do
fumble
you
another
need?
WrestleMania. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, they
Because if they
I
fumble
don't know about
this, that's going not only is going to be losing more fans, but the aftermath is probably going to be the worst in the scenario. Because there's one time that in aftermath of WrestleMania, Raw, the crowds were completely silent.
oh yeah.
And this
Okay.
is this is not
Here's the
this ain't
one thing.
2020. This ain't WrestleMania 36. We're talking about a different type of WrestleMania. One's in the 20s.
Hmm.
Did you guys have watched that
Here's one. Yeah.
that episode of Raw? you know what we're talking about.
Hmm.
I'm
Here's
telling you,
one thing they can do to mess it
you should
up.
have seen that aftermath of Raw, because that was probably the worst.
What year?
I don't remember, but I do remember there was a clip of the crowds being silent right after WrestleMania.
Wasn't it when Roman defeated Taker at 32
I don't think it was WrestleMania
or
33.
33? One? I think 33.
I
Yeah,
don't think so,
33.
because they were still
They won.
you know, they had some sound. But one time, I think it was during the 20s, where one WrestleMania was completely silent, and the chants doing what the crowd's doing whatever, no chanting in
Mm,
the ring to keep up the energy. They the crowds were
mhm.
just completely silent.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm in search of that. Hold on,
Pretty much.
WrestleMania aftermath.
Yeah, pretty much.
Aftermath crowd. I might be wrong here, but no crowd control. Don't know this is right though. I don't know. Bad crowd. It was Raw. Raw aftermath. Bad crowd. Okay, I couldn't find. I can't find it, but I do know is Raw did go the crowds did go silent that night, and everyone was still there, but I think it was part of Vince's booking. I don't know. It was during the 20s,
Yeah.
so I don't know which one it is. But if I do find it, I'll try to send the video out. Try to figure out
Yeah.
what happened in the Raw after WrestleMania.
Uh-huh.
So I can't figure that out yet. But
Yeah.
let's see. Next next week, only one match has already been booked, but I think the rest of them are in the WWE page, and they still haven't updated it.
Yeah.
But Sol Ruka versus Zarya was the only one on SmackDown Hotel that's officially booked. But I'm not sure about
Uh-huh.
the others yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least that's how I see it.
Right.
But then tomorrow we also got predictions, which means there's not going to be an episode. This is just going to be a regular stream, and we're going to do our predictions for WrestleMania nights 1 and 2. So I'm going to have to get
Yeah, sure.
the card up for tomorrow, just to prepare for our predictions and seeing if we actually win like these the prediction scoring. We might have to do something for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to figure it out
Yeah.
because I'm also going to go live on Twitch at both nights. So I cannot, I can't be going on my phone and going back and forth going live because I want to get my full reaction on the entire show. So I'm going to go on my computer and copy and paste the prediction score and then do it from there. So that I think I might have to do that going forward for these PL leagues. But yeah, I'm just I'm just hoping that WrestleMania does does good. I get it. This is day two, but the hype going into WrestleMania, everybody has their opinions. Like some people are even feeling negative about this year's Mania, which I don't know what the deal is, but I do only know is that TKO is doing this and celebrities are taking over, and it's like WWE isn't WWE anymore like it used to be.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
it's not.
Yeah, I understand this is short. How many minutes we're on 30 minutes. This ain't short. But yeah, I'm gonna end it
Right.
here for NXT Revenge. Tomorrow we will do the predictions, so there won't be any episodes. But I'm not sure about Thursday. They want to go live. I might be off on Thursday, so this is it's gonna be day three for WrestleMania week for SmackDown, and we're gonna talk huge on SmackDown mostly for Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes' match before anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be for Friday, but for Wednesday it's gonna be predictions. So everyone watching here, you got a word. Tomorrow we go live for WrestleMania predictions. And let's see
Oh
who
yeah.
can tally up the big score. Who will win?
Okay. Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight for the Heavy Clash WrestlePod, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for WrestleMania predictions. See you guys.
Peace.